Hello, everybody. Welcome to Ken Knows Gambling. And I got some exciting news for you. We're going to run the strategy called the retirement plan. And you're going, wait a minute, what's the retirement plan and what happened to what were you going to do? It's still the same, except Waylon and I, we were talking tonight, and we both have wanted to get together and collaborate, but since his strategy that he calls the Iron Cross, the DC Iron Cross plug, and my 2-for-1 strategy are so close together, we can morph them together and rename it. We decided to call it the retirement plan. And please keep in mind, with a bankroll like this, it's only for folks that just need to supplement their income a little bit. They live close enough to the casino that they're within a couple hours at least, or not too far, and they can go and they can play it either way they want. Now, why we're calling it the retirement plan is, now, I ain't 65 yet, I'm creeping on it, but I know when you get Medicare, Medicaid, and they have Part A, Part B, Part D, all these different parts. Well, for example, you go, okay, I'm going to play the retirement plan. Okay, that's going to be getting 2 hits, 1 hit and then cover, just like I was playing the 2-for-1, except you could play it Part W, Waylon's IC, Part K, I decided I want to go across. It's up to you which part. It's all the same thing, it's just different, right? Which way do you want to play it? Okay, do you want to do a hedge or no hedge, right? When you get in trouble, do you want to just do a strict ladder, up the ladder, down the ladder, or how I get out of trouble sometimes, and I put odds on it and just let me go for the 7? There's a little tweaks like that each individual has to decide. Just like Medicare, you got to decide which insurance company, what co-payments, all them Part D whatevers that I hear on TV. You get to decide that. But the core is still retirement insurance, Medicare, Medicaid. You see what I mean? You see the beauty in this? And we're going to call it the retirement plan. Now, I'll probably play it several ways, just to show you. But we're going to start all over. I've wiped the slate clean. I'm starting, if I go across, I'll need ones. And so, I've got 3, 4, 5, 55, 56, $5,620. That's all I got. And that's what we're going to start with. And I'm going to start all over with the new name, even though I'm 2-0, we're going to start all over, and we're going to call it the retirement plan. And this is for those that are retired or just looking for a little extra income that is safe. Just because it's a big bankroll doesn't mean it's not safe. All right? You just want to go make a few bucks, go home. It's golf money, it's this or that. You want to make a couple thousand a month or whatever. Me and Waylon and I both think playing it the way we're going to play it and the bankroll that we have is going to be very, very, very difficult to beat. Even when I was doing 500s, it went 29 and 0 before it got beat. And when it got beat, I paid my $6,000 back and still had 12 grand. So we think it's probably, for that style of person, just looking to make 100 or 2 a day, in and out, we think it's probably one of the best things that you can do. And now I believe it. Okay? So I'm excited to start over with this and do it. Okay? So let's go ahead and get started. All right, there's a 9. All right, now the first thing you have to decide, hedge or no hedge. Okay, we're going to play Part K, Ken's way this time. Just this shooter. Okay, I'm going to play the retirement plan, Part K, this shooter. Next shooter, I'll play Part W, Waylon's. See what I mean? So we're going to go ahead and do that. There's an 8. It comes out like so. We get rid of the hedge. All right. Now we're doing it Ken's part K. So we're going to go across. And I'm going to go 20, 20, 20, 20, 20. Actually, that's only 10s. 20, 20, 20, 20. Except I'm going to make this 18. Okay. What have I got? 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 95, 96, 97, 98. If I get a 7 here, I'm going to win $2. No biggie. Or I'll win 40. I'll win 28. I'll win 18, 21, I think. 28 and 40. Now, as always, we do not need the 8. That's all. So here we go. And there's a 5. All right, beautiful. That's going to pay us $28. 25, 26, 27, 28. Okay, take everything down. Just like normal. Just like we did before. All right. And we're going to go ahead and cover that 8. Let's cover it with, I think we're going to cover it with $90. So we'll go 75, 85, 90. All right. So we just won 28. Now if we'd have done the IC one, on that 8, we'd have probably won 35, 25, 20. So I won $8 more this way. But it's negligible, no big deal. Now it's going to be either $10 or $5. You know. There we go. There's a 10. Another 10. A 4. 10s and 4s. There's a 6. There's a 9. That's the point. Turn it on. Don't forget. Don't forget. Turn that on. 6. 5. Everything but what we want. 11. 5. Oh my goodness gracious. 6. Turn it on. 8. All right. Great. So we lose $100, but that 90 pays us 105. So we get the 100 and we get 5. Not much, right? But you put it with the 28.5. Hey, remember, we're only starting with 100. We're just trying to, you know what I mean? Slow rhythm, few shooters, and get out. Easy peasy, the retirement plan, okay? So, there you go. Let's put all this back. And let's see where we're at. So right now, you know, we're up $33. All right, here we go. There's a 4 leaner. That was a 4. And this time we'll play the retirement plan, part W, Wayland. We won't hedge it all. There's a 12 tie. And there's a 6. Come out here like so. Now we're going to run the IC on that one. So we're going to come out with 25, 25. And yes, you're covering that one. And why he's doing that is because if the 6 gets hit, we'll at least get, you know, $15, $20 back of the 100. So it's not quite $100 hit. But anyway, that's part W, if you get my drift there. Part K, part W. All right, So here we go. We're looking just for one hit. There's the 11. This is the advantage of the part W versus the part K because of that. So we're going to get 15 down here, and we get to pull everything back. And then we're going to put 90 bucks here. I know the 6s and 8s are cheap, especially at this lower level. But it is what it is. Okay, there's a 10. There's an 8. There's the 6. Okay, you lose this, but that 90 gets 105, so we get there, and we get 5 more. Okay, put all this up. Throw another 5 over there. So we're up to about $50 profit right now. 6 was not the point. The point is 4. Now me, I really like waiting till the next shooter. I got what I wanted out of him. So we're gonna run this 4 out. There's the 4. All right, we ran him out. So we can actually start over. Okay, there's a 12. There's another 4. All right, this time we'll run it with no hedge. That would be the Whalen way. There's a 4. That's a good number, actually. This comes over here. This slides up to here. But this time, I'm going to go across. So I'm going to do the K way on the across. So here we go. If you want to, you could go 24, but I'm going to bring 10 back, and we're going to do 18. Alrighty, and turn them on. Anytime you've got this out here, whatever you put out here, you want to turn on. Alright, there's a 9. 9 becomes a point. That gets us $28. Alright. And we just put everything back up. Now you can tweak this money any way that you want to. For sure. You know, you can go for 200 versus 100. You know, you can start it at 200 here if you want to with this kind of bankroll. I still think you're going to be fine. But the core concept is still the same. All right. And so what are we doing here? Oh, we won that. Now we get to plug. We're going to plug with $75. Right there. There's an 11. There's a 5. There's an 8. 6. My guess is you'll either want to play it the way I did, or you'll want to play it the way Whalen does, and that's going to be called, you know, the same strategy. Doesn't really matter, you know. Pick the styles you like, so when you go to the casino, you know what you're doing. Okay, there's the 7, so we lose the 75, but we get 100 here. All right, put that up. Put that up. Let's put that up. So let's see where we're at, y'all. There's 75. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's $100. We'll give any VIGs or tips or whatever. We'll give them this right here. But we actually won 105, 110. You won $111. If you're not a tipper, keep it. but usually I do. So we're going to keep the 100 this time. Give them tips, digs, whatever. There's our $100. Starting over. I shouldn't really start over. I don't know. But I am. We're 1-0. I'm starting it over with the new name. 1-0, even though really it's 3-0 now. But we're going to have fun with it either way. And all you'll have to do is decide which version of the retirement plan that you want to do. Okay? The little tweaks that you like. But it's really the same concept, right? I like it, man. I like it a lot. I think this can go a long way right here. And it does what so many people want it to do. Something safe, conservative, they can win a few bucks, get out. But consistently. That's the thing I think this is going to bring to the table. I know a lot of you guys have already said, well, do it 200 or 300. Hell, I just did it at 500. If you want to see it at a higher level, go look at my 29 past videos. It'll show you what it can do at a higher level. But now, I'm just trying to be way more conservative, have way more bankroll than I need, and do what I said I was going to do. All right, this should be fun. I hope you're enjoying. Be great.